Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we are checking out a video called The Unprecedented Rise of Lovejoy by a YouTuber I've never even heard of before, but I'm going to click subscribe and I'm going to like the video. I don't know, I was just kind of curious, because I'm an enjoyer of Lovejoy and I feel like there hasn't been that many videos like this that cover Lovejoy, so I just thought it'd be fun. So we're just gonna chill out, watch this, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Okay, this documentary is not officially affiliated with the band in any way. I kind of figured. This is purely a passion project made by a fan for other fans. The script for this was written between November 23rd and December 8th, 2022. Any events beyond the Halloween weekend shows will not be covered in depth. Some events may be out of chronological order for purposes of script flow. Apologies for any inconsistencies in audio. Okay.
This is William Gold. You may know him as Robert Sutt. Here, he's performing to a very small audience outside of the Excel Centre during VidCon London in February 2020. Little do the onlookers know, they are in the presence of the future frontman from the standout indie band of our time. Welcome
Should I turn
to
subs
the
on?
unprecedented rise of Lovejoy.
Oh, I'm just gonna throw subs on. Foreign music. Chapter 1, Wilbur
Wilbur's
Soot.
online
Okay.
presence dates back to 2005, when at the age of 8 he signed up to a Tamagotchi forum called Tamatalk under the username Settings. This would be his consistent alias in the years to follow, used for his first ever YouTube channel and original Minecraft name. This evolved into Sottings through an American friend mispronouncing it, then Suttings as a preliminary name for a group channel before Sut House was settled on. Sut House had 8 members: Matt, Dan, Jack, David, George, Charlie, Vienna, and of course, Wilbur. Through their collective chemistry and charisma, the group pioneered the Reddit reading genre, as they would cover a different forum or subreddit each video, or joking about the
I've never
funniest posts they
watched
saw, often to
any of that.
hysterical results.
I'm really
Consistent
curious.
uploads on
I've
Sut
never
House
actually watched
occurred
any of the
from
Soot House stuff, but
2017
I've always been
to
really curious
2019,
about it.
And in this time, Wilbur's music career had been taking off. This included an EP and the release of some music videos on the Wilbur Music YouTube channel. One of the earliest was a cover of Romance is Boring by Los Campesinos, a band whose members adopted Campesinos as their last names, inspiring Wilbur to adopt Soot as his. With a definitive stage name, Wilbur Soot released his first original comedy song, The Nice Guy Ballad, in January 2018, then 2 more of a similar comedic vein in 2019. Karen, Please Come
Honestly,
Back Amongst the Kids, and I'm
throw
Very
headphones
Smart.
on, boys.
From these, Wilbur discovered what was acceptable in songwriting and took accountability for offensive lyrics.
In 2017, while I was playing
There we go.
pubs and doing open mic nights, comedy open mic nights around town in London and Brighton and stuff, I wrote a song called The Nice Guy Ballad, and one of the lyrics in it, the character I'm portraying shows that he says an insensitive comment about black people, right? I used to play this song and do it quite a lot, and I even recorded a music video in 2018 for this song. And it was around in this time around 2018, early 2018, where at a club night, someone approached me and told me that they were offended by the lyric, and they were really, really pissed off. And that was kind of the moment I went, I'm going to change that lyric. So I did change the lyric. And from then on, every time I played it, I never used it. But it still existed, and it still happened. And I want to say I'm sorry for making an offensive song lyric. It was when I was sort of coming to terms with songwriting, especially. I didn't quite know what I was doing. I made a lot of mistakes over Soot House 2, and again, this is something I've grown from and tried to improve on. I don't know if anyone else has even noticed about this kind of stuff, but I just wanted to bring it up. I just wanted to address it.
The next was a cover of Whole Lot of Lovin' by Beans on Toast. This was filmed at Brighton Beach with 2 others at Wilbur's side, Vienna from Soot House and Benedict Lovejoy.
He's got the Benedict shirt! The Benedict Lovejoy shirt! It's so good! Benedict!
On Christmas Day 2019,
Is that where Lovejoy
Wilbur's
comes
first
from?
EP, Maybe I Was Boring, released. This featured 4 acoustic folk songs: Maybe I Was Boring, For Memories, White Wine and Weatherspoons, and It's All Futile, It's All Pointless, covering themes of past lovers, insecurities, and a dissatisfaction with living in London. On the 23rd of November 2019, Wilbur was live streaming SMP Earth on Twitch, a Minecraft server he had created with a 1 to 3000 scale map of Earth for a select group of Minecraft content creators. On that day, he met Tommy Innit for the first time.
Tommy
SMP
Innit.
is a live streamed survival multiplayer server with all of your favorite content creators, and also Tommy Innit.
At the time, Tommy was an up-and-coming creator on the verge of reaching 100,000 subscribers, who joined SMP Earth mere minutes
Technoblade,
before the
man.
closed. He had discovered Wilbur from watching SMP Live, the Minecraft server his streaming career had gained traction on. Shortly after VidCon London, the coronavirus pandemic struck, lockdowns were enforced, and those stuck inside turned to the internet more than ever. Around the time, Wilbur reached 1 million YouTube subscribers, and the closure of SMP Earth was
Dude.
imminent.
This is making me so nostalgic right now. 2020. 3 years of my life already, I've been watching Tommy Innit and Wilbur Soot. That is crazy,
Paving the
dude.
way for
3 years of my
another
life
SMP to
already.
emerge. This happened on April 25th, 2020, when Dream and George Not Found logged on to the Dream SMP for the first time. This was intended to be a regular survival world, with a relaxed vibe allowing Dream and his friends to act as their authentic selves, as opposed to the highly edited and intense gameplay-focused Manhunt videos they had previously done. Everything was at peace, until Tommy joined, and turned the Chaos level up to 11. Although annoying at first, Tommy's presence actually made the SMP more entertaining, so more of his friends were invited to join, including Wilbur. On the Dream SMP, Wilbur and Tommy established a nation called Lamanberg to declare
Lamanberg.
independence from Dream's authority in the mainland. Dream and his
This is
men
really taking me
didn't
back
take
right
kindly
now.
to this.
Tommy and Wilbur and the rest of
Wow. I'm literally getting chills from seeing this. It's been... Like, I remember watching this stuff, like, from the start. It's so crazy.
Lamanchildberg. We are at war, and we have no mercy! No mercy for you! We will burn down your houses, we will kill everything inside your walls, and we will take back the land that is rightfully ours. If you do not surrender, I want to see white flags outside your base by tomorrow at dawn, or you are dead!
As Lamanberg grew in numbers and the war for independence raged on, the battle came to a turning point as a well-put-together nation was betrayed by one of their own.
Gentlemen,
Aaron, what?
this is the final room. The final control room.
What?
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 There's nothing in the chests.
Aaron?
What? No! A traitor! Get out! Get out! Get out!
What? Wait,
Down with the revolution, boys.
what?
It was never meant to be.
Everett's betrayal was completely unscripted, however, it laid the groundwork for the SMP to take on a more serialized approach to storytelling. Under Wilbur's guidance, the server became a structured improv political comedy.
It
with
is
an
kinda
ongoing
crazy.
story that gripped audience.
It is kind of crazy. Like, if it was not for Wilbur Soot and Tommy, the Dream SMP never would have been, like, hardly even a thing. Like, it probably, like, if it just stayed as, like, Dream and his friends, like, just imagine that, like, if that's the way it went. Like, it's crazy to think about.
From the fans,
Like, how
came
just-
many creative
how much of a
workspaces
difference
around the
a couple
narrative.
creators can
Notable
make.
ones include The Fall, an animation by Sadist,
I say, if we
20
can't have
million
Manbo,
views.
no one,
Wow.
no one can have Manbo.
or A Note to Lamanberg, a song by Beetlebug. 2020 was also a big year for Wilbur's music, with the release of 3 singles and a debut album. The E-Girl trilogy was comprised of I'm in Love with an E-Girl, Internet Ruined Me, and Your New Boyfriend. These were comedic indie pop songs. Upon the release of Your New Boyfriend, it gained high appraisal, trending on social media and appearing on the official chart. In June of that year, Wilbur's debut album, Your City Gave Me Asthma, released, featuring 7 songs: Jubilee Line, Saline Solution, Since I
Great
Saw
album.
Vienna,
Great
Choosing
album.
Face, Your Sister Was Right, La Jolla, and I'm Sorry Boris. The musical style was a mix of acoustic and electric, Wilbur describes this as a breakup of the City of London, expressed most vividly in the opening track Jubilee Line and closing track I'm Sorry Boris. Evidently, Wilbur had had enough of residing in London and moved to the seaside town of Brighton. This opened up new avenues for content creation and paved the way for Tommy to upload his most successful video to date. I met Wilbur Sort in real life. Entailed Tommy travelling to Brighton to meet Wilbur in real life for the first time. Dream SP members Fundy, Neartube and Filza appeared in this video too. This stands at 36 million
36
views
million,
and will
man.
likely never be overtook on Tommy's channel. In February 2021, Wilbur shared an early demo of a song called Taunt he'd been working on with his new band.
I've been in many bands before this one. So like I've always done this kind of shit, you know, and I love music. So I'm excited for you to hear, you know, I can finally put my money where my mouth is and, you know, actually see if I can make something that is worth its salt. Because I really don't like Your City Gave Me Asthma, which is my debut solo album if you haven't heard it, and I wasn't a big fan of it. I'm still not a big fan of it. I would go as far as to say I actively hate it, apart from one song, La Jolla, which I like. I like La Jolla.
Towards the middle of 2021, Wilbur had become like an older brother to Tommy. They'd feature prominently in each other's content, and it was during the video, Minecraft but we can't say the letter E, Wilbur would interrupt to share the following message.
It's your plan. I hardly know her.
No! Today's video is sponsored by me. Yeah, me. I'm sponsoring today's video because I've made a band. So if you're interested and you want to see some of my
gosh, I
music,
remember.
or if you already like my music and you want to see more, then go down to the link in the description below and check it out.
Lovejoy.
This new band was called Lovejoy, name inspired by Wilbur's friend Benedict Lovejoy, and the members included Wilbur Sut as frontman on lead vocals and rhythm guitar, Ashkabosu as bassist, who Wilbur met in the burger shop 1 week before recording their first track, Joe Goldsmith as lead guitarist, who Wilbur had been in a folk band with in 2017, and Mark Boardman as drummer, a placeholder booked on Fiverr for initial recordings, who eventually agreed to join the band. The link led to a music video for Taunt on the band's YouTube channel, which guest starred Dream Recipe member George Not Found. This was the opening track of their first EP, Are You Alright, released on the 8th of May 2021, featuring 4 tracks. These tracks took on an indie rock style, inspired by the likes of Arctic Monkeys, Los Campesinos and Modern Baseball. One Day also got a music video, co-edited by Wilbur and friend of the band, Elodie. After the first EP released, the band went on a retreat to the Isle of Wight to focus on writing their second EP. Here they came up with over 40 song ideas and narrowed them down to 7. After the trip, in July, Ash Kabosu started his own vlogging channel with monthly uploads. The channel's description reads,
I have set myself the objective of filming at least one interesting and unique piece of footage every single day. At the end of each month I will collage this vlog footage into its own short video, creating a kind of abstract video diary. I hope this will encourage me to venture further out into the world, seek out new experiences and also give me a better chance to appreciate the world
That's what his
around me.
channel is?
This
That's a
primarily
pretty
personal
amazing
project, so
idea.
I can better understand myself, and also use in the distant future for reflection. But if other people want to join me on this journey, that would also be fine. Take it easy.
These vlogs would be in a documentary style, following the band on their journey of making music and Ash's daily life in his hometown of Brighton. Friend of the band, James Marriott, would make frequent appearances in these videos. In September 2021, the band had this announcement on Twitter.
It's almost like a steady cam. I don't know if the lighting's very good here though.
Where?
While occasionally updating the percentage of how complete the EP was, they also shared a cover of Sex Cells by Beetlebug, a rendition of Taunt by Good Kid, and a fan-made lyric video for Sex Cells by Green for Sure. Lovejoy's second EP, Pebble Brain, was released on the 14th of October 2021. This had 7 tracks. Oh Yeah, You're Gonna Cry, Model Buses, Concrete, Perfume, You'll Understand When You Older, The Fall, and It's
All
Up
amazing
Pointless.
songs. Literally
This
all
leans
amazing
more into
songs.
indie pop, inspired by the likes of Two Door Cinema Club, The Wombats, and Good Kid. This has been described as a breakup album, not about a person, but the country of England itself. Standout tracks include Model Buses, written about Boris Johnson.
I have a thing where I make models of. When I was in where I'm there in London, we build a beautiful. I make
models of buses.
I make
It's So Futile, It's So Pointless, repurposed for Maybe I Was Boring, and Perfume, which was intended to be scrapped, however was saved by Tommy after hearing a demo and pleading Wilbur to keep it in. Model Buses and Concrete got official music videos, while Green for Sure was commissioned to create a lyric video for It's So Futile, It's So Pointless. Another EP of 4 tracks was worked on directly after for a December release. 3 of them were scrapped, and the cover of Knee Deep at ATP by Los Campesinos was released as a single. This got an animated music video. In mid-2022, the band sought to venture into performing live shows. A slight problem was that most of the band had little to no experience playing live. Therefore, 3 practice gigs took place around Brighton. The first was on the 13th of May 2022 at Umbard Brewery under the alias Lamp with Sock. 8 songs were performed across a 25-minute set, including unreleased song Consequences. The second was on the 26th of July 2022 at the Prince Albert, opening the Honeymoon under the alias Asper Barbecue. Here, they were accompanied by 2 trumpeteers, Isaac and Zoe. They took to the stage at 8:15 PM and played 7 songs, once again including Consequences. The third and final was on the 11th of August 2022 at Brighton.
I want to know what that
under
is.
the alias Ouija Board Madness, accompanied by new trumpeter Leandra alongside the previous 2. During the show, Tommy was surprised with an invite to the stage, so him and Wilbur could duet one of Tommy's favourites, Sex Cells. Next was their first official gig under the name Lovejoy, announced on the 14th of August to be held at the Hope and Ruin in Brighton on the 22nd. The venue capacity was 150 people. This was 18 plus and tickets sold out in 2 minutes. 14 songs were performed, including the debut of unreleased song It's Golden Hour Somewhere. Many friends of the band attended, including Benedict Lovejoy.
Yeah, so I was at the first official Lovejoy gig at the Hope and Ruin, and
this is really
let me tell
interesting.
you, the atmosphere was pure electricity, right? I've got this argument, right? I'm probably the first Lovejoy fan in the world, right? You know, I've been watching Will and Joe since they were just fiddling with melodies on their guitars and stuff, right? And God, I was right up against the barriers at that gig, and because they'd asked me to film some bits, and I didn't think they ended up using any of it because I was just screaming my lungs out the entire time. But yeah, no, I was proud of the lads, and I was awestruck as well. You know, air out my lungs, everything, and it was packed wall to wall. It was pure magic. It was absolutely cracking.
With a fair amount of live experience, the band announced the Northern Autumn Tour, where they'd be travelling to the northern parts of England to play their first shows outside of their hometown across the first 2 weeks of October. Being a new band, they could only book small venues. This was evident during their ticket sales, because within seconds they had sold out. The first stop was Manchester's Neighbourhood Festival. Lovejoy were announced on the 5th of August and got placed higher on the bill on the 23rd of September, as the organisers realised Lovejoy fans had oversold the festival. It was revealed they'd be playing 2 venues, Grilla at 12 PM and Canvas at 4 PM, making them the only act out of the 80 plus performing to do so.
I got into Grilla and have a crazy story to tell.
On October 1st, myself and my best friend arrived at the University of Manchester Students' Union at 7 AM. A group of roughly 20 people had accumulated at the Lime Grove entrance. We joined them to keep the festival wristbands available from 9:30 AM. The queue gradually got longer. Clearly, the fandom had manifested in their strong numbers. When 9:30 rolled around, I was 23rd to get a wristband. After that, all I remember was enthusiastically running a whole mile through the streets of Manchester, leaving my friend behind in the process, leading the charge of hundreds of Lovejoy fans, and I wasn't giving up. By 9:45 AM, I'd arrived at Grilla, 10th in the queue, and just in time to see Lovejoy's tour van pull up to the venue. Wilbur stepped out
Holy
first, and
shit.
the roar was incomparable. My friend caught up just in time to see the other band members. This was finally real for us. At 11:30 AM, doors opened and third row was mine. It was almost time for Lovejoy's first show of their first ever tour, and this was felt in the atmosphere. No one out of place. Everyone united under a common interest. This would go down in history.
We love Joe. We love Joe.
The band took to the stage at 12 PM.
Insane to have this many people all here at 12 in the afternoon.
This is the time most of us are waking up, so...
Wearing yellow ponchos as they had been caught in the rain at the side of the motorway the day before. They played 8 songs across a 30-minute set, starting with You'll Understand When You're Older. As those opening notes blared through the trumpets, me and my friend had a victory moment. We had won.
When I finish stalling for Ash, it's titled... This song's called You'll Understand When You're Older.
Oh, but the chaos didn't stop there. That queue exceeded venue capacity, and those left out from Gorilla rushed the canvas. The following tweets tell the story perfectly.
Update: Gorilla is now full with a large queue. Lovejoy play Canvas at 4 p.m. Note there is already a large queue there. Please check our full schedule via our app to see which artists are now performing and head to an alternative venue. Update: Canvas is now at full capacity. This means the venue will operate as 1 in 1 out. Check our app for alternative venues, there's so much going on. Reminder that Canvas is at full capacity, and is set to stay this way for Lovejoy's 4 p.m. set. Plenty more happening across the festival, including Isaac Stewart right now at Yes, the Pink Room. We are pleased to confirm that we have some space at Canvas. Head there now to catch Sebastian Lowe on next. Also next is Gretel Hanlon over at Yes, the Pink Room. So much to see, hope you're having an awesome day.
The setlist at Canvas was slightly different, with an extra song added on, and the live debut of Model Buses. Later in the week, headline shows began, the first of which was at Liverpool's Arts Club Theatre. From the moment the doors opened at 7 p.m. and the full capacity of 500 flooded in, the energy was ecstatic. Within 22 minutes, Wilbur tweeted,
"This crowd's energy is already fucking sick and I'm sat backstage. Liverpool are gonna break my voice, I think."
During the show, they debuted unreleased song Call Me What You Like, and asked the crowd not to record it, or at least not to post it online. The next was Cardiff. Although not in the north, this is the hometown of Wilbur's favourite band, Los Campesinos, whose lead vocalist, Gareth, assisted in booking venues for the tour. In Sheffield, they played the Lead Mill, an early venue Arctic Monkeys played at, another one of Wilbur's influences. Here, they were accompanied by support acts, Beetlebug and Good Kid. Nottingham was next, and here an audience member mentioned Tamagotchis, to which Wilbur responded,
We've all got one. Joe's hiding his for some reason. Go and get yours out, Joe. Oh, well, here we go. His one's cool. It's got like chocolate colours on it and stuff. Yeah, look at that. Ash hates his and wants it to die. That's why we're hoping we can jump around enough to break it this evening.
In Hull, there were some technical difficulties. This had a knock-on effect for the Stoke show.
Too long, didn't read. We are refunding the Stoke show but still performing tonight. Hey guys, it's me Wilbur, from that one band. At the show in Hull yesterday, there were no functioning stage monitors, the speakers on stage we used to hear ourselves. This was nobody's fault, just an unfortunate technical issue. Instead of being able to hear my vocals this way while we were performing, I had to resort to screaming as loud as I could. The show was still incredible and we had such a great time, but as a consequence of my actions, I now have no voice left today. After discussing this, everyone we spoke to told us we should cancel today's show in Stoke and get some rest before Leeds. This would be the best strategy overall, but we are ridiculous fools and in all honesty we are just so excited to keep playing for you guys. We don't want to cancel. So, all tickets for tonight are eligible for a refund and we will be playing a one-off instrumental sing-along set, with you guys filling in the blanks. This is unprecedented and will probably never happen again. So if you are attending tonight, please get ready to shout those lyrics as loud as you can.
This show had the loudest crowd, and Nick from Good Kid filled in vocally for one day. After 2 weeks of touring, the band headed back to Brighton to play 2 shows with James Marriott and Beetlebug across Halloween weekend.
This is really cool to watch, I can't lie. This is a great video.
They encouraged people to attend in Halloween costumes, as did the band themselves.
I need to get it off my chest. I need to say, can you let me do it quickly? Tommy, are we going to make Le Manberg, Tommy? That's over, we can forget about it.
As well as playing their own sets, James Marriott and Beetlebug joined in for Model Buses and Sex Cells respectively on both nights, while on night 2, Philza was called to the stage to duet The Fall.
Give it up for Philza Minecraft!
Looking forward to the band's future, there will be a new EP in January 2023 and a fully sold out
January
UK Europe tour
2023?
across
Holy
March and
shit,
April.
I didn't
They
know
even
that.
had their first radio play courtesy of Melita Dennett.
Oh,
on
I'm
BBC
excited for
Radio
that.
Sussex, generating the biggest response her show had ever received from listeners. This band have a bright road ahead, one thing's for sure. When it comes to their success, there's no cause for concern.
Alright. Well, it looks like that is the end, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you go subscribe to this person. This is a really good video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.